G'day everyone. Today I just want to show you a video of how to do stats on the calculator. The other day we looked at making box plots, including the median, upper quartile, lower quartile, interquartile range, all of that sort of stuff, and we can do that on the calculator fairly nicely. So we start on this page here, and I'm going to, I guess, make a new document. You don't have to. You can use your previous document, but I'm just going to make a new one. And I'm going to add lists and spreadsheets. Okay, you can find that on the other page here. It's the green one there. Okay, so I'll just add a list and spreadsheet to my document, and it comes up with this. Now, a couple of things I can do here is I can call this list something that I want to. For example, I might call it CAS or heartbeat or whatever I want to call it. I can call a name, which means that anytime I type the word CAS, this calculator will remember that CAS. Here I can put an equation if I want to do that. For this particular purpose, I don't want to do that. You can use it in other ways, but for us, it's probably not that relevant right now. So I've got CAS up here. I'm just going to grab any data. It doesn't really matter what it is. I think I'm going to use this data that you can find in your textbook. I'm just going to use set A. I think this is from 7.3. It doesn't really matter. I'm just after a whole bunch of numbers, and as you can see, this is in ascending order, as in the numbers are in order and they're getting bigger. I'm going to put them in a random order just to show you something else on the calculator as well. I won't put it in random order because that's too hard. I'll put them in from a descending order from 40 down all the way down. Okay, so bear with me while I do that. In fact, I might even pause, write all that in, and then you can do that yourself if you want to. Okay, so now I've got all this data in here. You can have a look through it all if you want to. Now this is in descending order, but often you put it in random order. And what I want to do is I want to put it in a nice order. It helps me. I don't have to do this for the calculator, but it's just nice for me to do this. So sometimes for our manual calculation. So I'm going to highlight everything, and I'm going to right click, and it comes up with all of these sorts of options. The one I want to look at is sort, and if I push sort, it'll ask me what it wants, what I want to sort by. Now I want to sort the column A, which is the CAS, and I want to sort it in ascending order. You can have a look at the options, ascending and descending. It's already in descending order. I want to put it in ascending, which smallest to largest. If I do that, it'll sort that out very, very quickly. So that's really powerful. You can do that for any set of data. Now what I want to do is I want to find all of the different things that we've been finding. The median, the upper quartile, lower quartile, all that sort of stuff. In fact, the calculator is going to give me a lot more than I want, but it will give me what I want as well. So just click on the box over here, and then I'm going to push menu, which you probably can't really see, but I'm going to do that. And it comes up with this menu here, and then I'm going to go down to statistics and then stat calculations, and I'm going to choose one of these ones. I'm going to choose one variable statistics. Okay, so because there's only one variable in this, it's the number of cars per hour or something like that. Who cares? One variable statistics, that's probably what we're going to be using the most of. The number of lists, well, there's actually just one list here, and then it says X1 list. This is the list that I want to actually do. In this case, I want to do cars, or I could put A, but I'll put cars. In fact, no, it doesn't tell us what I can do, but I can do that. Now, frequency list is one, category list, leave that, leave everything else. The result column, that's just where it's going to put all of the answers, so I'll just click OK for this. I will click OK. Maybe I have to choose that. There we go. I click OK, and it spits out all of this data over here. Now let me just go through this just for a second. Now I think I just need to change my calculator settings just for a second. This might be true for you, so I'll just show you how to do this. I'm going to go to home screen. I'm going to go to current. Oh, no, I'm going to go to home screen and I'm going to go to settings. That's right. And then I'm going to say document settings, and I want it doesn't really matter too much, but I'm going to say float. Float 6 is fine. Calculation mode. I like to have it in exact, but for this time I'm going to put it in auto. I'm going to say OK. I'll go back to what I had, current. Now this looks a little bit better rather than that huge long answer that I had before. So there's a whole bunch of things here that we don't need, but some of it we do. This X with a line, that's the mean. Okay, so this one here is the mean, and they're telling us the mean, or the average as we commonly know it, is 30.774. Okay. Now, all these other things here, they're not really useful for us this year. They're useful in future years, but don't worry about it too much. This can be helpful. N, which is 19, so that's the number of outcomes that we have, or number of items that we have, which is 19. And then these are the really useful things for us here. Okay, I'll put them all on the screen. It says minimum, or min x, max x down the bottom. So the minimum is 22, the maximum is 40, which we probably could see that already. Our median is 30, and our quartile 1 is 26, and our quartile 3 is 36. We're really helpful because it means we don't have to do all of those calculations. We know how to do them, but the calculator can do them much quicker than we can, which is really good. Okay, so that tells you a whole bunch of stuff. We don't worry about this one down the bottom. So the main things that you need to worry about is the minimum, maximum, and then the quartiles, the Q1, Q2, and Q3. And then also the mean is also helpful to know as well. Another thing that you can do is you can actually sketch a box plot or a histogram or something else. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the home screen, and I'm going to put in this, pinky coloured one. That's a stats one, and it has a whole bunch of things up here. Now, sometimes if you've got multiple lists there, it has all these dots there as well. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to say, I'm going to click a variable. I'm going to say which one I want, because often it will just put in everything. I want CAS to be on this variable, down the bottom. Okay, and then it sorts this data out really, really nicely for me. So this is the, what was a dot plot. It shows me everything. It shows me the 22, there's 2 there, and 28, there's 2. This can be really, really helpful. Not so much for this data, but for other data, it can be really good. Another thing that I can do is if I push menu over here, you can't see it, but push that, it can give me plot type, and I can have a look at a whole bunch of these different things. Just give me a second. Okay, I've sorted it out. I think I needed to click on the screen. So then I can push. I can just push right click if I want to, but menu here I can do the plot type. And see how it gives me a whole bunch of different things. At the moment it's dot plot. I can go down to box plot or histogram or anything else that I want to do. I'm going to do box plot and see what it does. Aha, magic. It's great. And you can see as I hover over each part, it actually tells me, like it gives me a description. So median 30, Q upper quartile 36, even the maximum 40, Q1 and the minimum. So that's how to use your CAS effectively to show all of this data, which can be really, really handy, particularly if you've got lots of data. Doing all the mental calculations or by hand can be pretty tedious. So thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.